welcome to the climb. Um, I'm joined with a good friend of mine, great actor, great guitar player, the Sultan, Titus Ward, everybody. We here. How's it going, man?
It's going good. How are you doing?
Great. So we're just gonna talk about like your life story and how you got to where you are, and it's just gonna be just a dope little conversation, all right?
Sweet, for sure. Thanks for having me.
For sure. So just like I'm just hit you with like two intro questions. What's a song that describes your life thus far?
A song that describes my life. Wow, that's really hard. I would say it's an oldie, but probably Jukebox Hero by Foreigner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like
That's a
that.
song that, yeah, I don't know. It just it means a lot to me because it kind of is like a story that I want to live out, I guess, just like a kid who runs across a guitar and
Yeah,
makes his dream come true.
I feel that. And three people who inspire you to keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, definitely. You know what? That's probably my mom, dad, and besides God, of course, my older brother.
Mm. And like specific reasons why, or just because
Well,
family.
the support of family is always really strong, and it's definitely like something that's been keeping me going throughout the years. But my mom and dad are both like great supports. They've never ever doubted me or like told me no when it came to my passions. Kind of, they always just let me go for it and whatever I want to do. Like that's kind of why I'm in New York now, is because they were both like, yes, for sure, go after your dreams, like go for it,
Yeah.
and that really meant a lot. And then the same thing with my brother. He's just like a really great mentor, and he's always been there for me and helped me through some stuff.
Dope, man. So when was your like first moment when you're like, hey mom, can you buy me a guitar? Or like
it's funny. So my dad, actually, he's been playing guitar since he was probably 12 or 14. I don't even know. And I wanted him to teach me for the longest time. I wanted him to teach me, but we had just been, he had a full-time job where he wouldn't get home till 8 o'clock at night, and he left at 4 in the morning. He was like a manager at some business thing. I don't even remember what he did, but
yeah.
it wasn't working out to where he could teach me. And so I didn't end up learning until 14. And then about 2 months after he taught me, because I was using his guitars, he bought me my first guitar on my birthday.
Oh wow.
My 13th birthday, I think it was.
Oh wow. All right.
Yeah.
So when was your what was your first song like you performed in front of like
my first song I performed, I think it was Stairway to Heaven. At my high school, I was in the choir, and I didn't really like singing then. I do now, but I didn't really like it then. And so I asked the choir director, hey, like, you're singing a choir version of Stairway to Heaven, so can I like play guitar along with it? And I tried out for it, and I got it, and that was the first song I played. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's actually really that's a good story actually. So what would your end goal be with like performing arts or just playing guitar?
Honestly, just having like the affirmation and just like the confidence knowing that I did my best in everything. Not that I like am the best, but that I did my best, and that like I just practiced a lot, and ultimately just be who God wants me to be, and like live out my life that way. And then I think just the end goal would be looking back and knowing like, you know what, I've gotten good at this, like through hard work and just determination or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. So when like your freshman year, you weren't at Pacifica, correct?
Yeah, no, I wasn't.
When were you uncomfortable on stage then, or how did it work like that?
Freshman year, or when I came to Pacifica, was it?
Freshman year.
Oh yeah, freshman year. I was a little bit, just because the seniors at my old school, they were not. They were kind of the, I guess, like stereotypical movie type seniors, where they weren't bullies, but they were just like egotistical, did not like hang out with freshmen, And so of course, like I got a really small part, and they just were not like not very nice. So I wasn't uncomfortable on stage. It was just like uncomfortable with them because it's hard being in a cast with people like don't support you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that was hard, but
Oh, okay. So, in going into like compete at like a high level for like arts and like competitions and stuff like that, well, what do you do like to prepare and like how do you get out of your like nervousness and stuff like that?
it is, it's a lot easier to go into something like more confident and less nervous the more you enjoy it. So I think after probably my sophomore year onward, I just loved theater and music and everything, and so I didn't have much of a hard time like with anxiety or getting nervous or stage fright or any of that. I never really struggled with that. What I was
Yeah.
nervous for was just, of course, like a lot of my friends had never seen me, play guitar like in a concert, anything like that, and so like I was kind of nervous for that, but it's just as practice, practice
Mhm.
over and over. But aside from practice, even just knowing that you're having a good time and that you like it, like if you're practicing it just to get good at it, like that's cool, you'll probably end up really good at it. But if you
Yeah.
practice it because you have a passion for it, like it's just going to be more productive and you're going to get places faster, I feel.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, um, do you have a favorite production like that you haven't done?
Oh, that I haven't done?
Yeah.
Probably, um, I would love to do like, um, if it's there's so many Shakespeare plays I would love to do, but besides
Mhm.
like various Shakespeare plays, I'd love to do like Newsies or Guys and Dolls, just like a
Oh,
classic
yeah.
musical. That'd be fun.
So what's your favorite production you have done?
The my favorite production I have done is probably Macbeth, the one I
Mm.
did my junior year. That was a lot of fun because not only did I get the lead, but like it was just my first production at this new school, and so it
Yeah.
was really great meeting everyone, and everyone like
Mm.
I was friends with everyone. They were super supportive and like just great and best castmates ever. So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So, do you um do you feel like you're under any pressure, like with like your mom having an acting background, or is it all support?
No, no, from like yeah, from family members and things, it's nothing but support. And it's actually
That's
like
great.
encouraging knowing that because she was a professional actress for many years. And so it's encouraging knowing that I have that experience, like waiting
Mhm.
for me to just talk to, and then she'll just tell me any advice I need, or.
Yeah.
And then same thing with like my older brother. He's my roommate in New York now, and he's also pursuing acting. And
Yeah.
so it's great having those resources for me. So I don't feel pressured by it.
And I take it's the same way with guitar with your dad. Like it's just
Y-
both support
y-
coming in.
Yeah, definitely. My dad never had like a music career. He actually
Mhm.
played football in college and everything, but he's a very skilled guitarist. And so, yeah, I feel a lot of support from him too.
That's great. Um, so your mom has definitely helped you in your journey so far, right?
Oh,
Like,
100%. Yeah.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So what would like a big moment that you like? What's like a quote you remember from her telling?
Um, Oh man, there there are a lot of great ones. One she told me recently that was kind of a bit of encouragement. Yeah, like I said, there's so many, but one that like really, really was powerful for me was when I was really nervous to move to New York and graduate, and kind of when I was nervous to do anything outside of my comfort zone, just like a bold move. She would always tell me, she would say, "A ship in the harbor is safe, but that's not what ships were built for." And I
Mm.
just like thought that was so powerful because it's like, dude, it's true. And my dad, he would always tell me, if you argue for your limitations, they'll be yours. And so
Yeah,
it's kind of one of those things where it's just like, you know, you feel like
yeah,
everyone
for
has
real.
potential in some area and you just got to go for it. Like there's no reason to hold back. And so that's what my mom told me. And she's like I said, probably the only reason that I stuck with it or did any of this. So
Yeah. Um, so I've been wanting to ask you this question for a while now. So I like that you do this, but like why in 2020 do you still like perform like those 80s songs? Like those 80s hits? Like
Yeah.
it's crazy to me.
Um,
Crazy cool.
I think the biggest thing is, besides like I like them, I think the biggest thing would be that there aren't many guitar riffs to cover from modern music.
For
Like, you know, everything going on now. I know that like in you know, Lil Mosey has a couple great riffs, and same with like Rockstar, about the new TikTok song that was out and stuff. Like they have some great riffs, but just like, you know, the classic rock, I really I love it, and it's just a lot of fun. And yeah, I like good old throwbacks.
What's your top 3 favorite riffs?
I don't to listen to, probably just like I love Don't Fear the Reaper. I love Sweet Child of Mine, and probably something by Bon Jovi. Probably You Give Love a Bad Name, something like that.
What about favorite riffs to play?
To play, I love Johnny Be Good. That's such a classic. It's just so good. Yeah. I love Message in a Bottle by The Police, and I really like Crazy Train, just a classic.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah.
What's a dream role you've always wanted to portray? Like what's like your favorite? What's a role that you feel like you'll take to the next level?
Yeah. Man, that's a great question. I'd love to someday be able to do either, I don't even care. It can be something from Les Mis. I would preferably either Valjean or Javert. But yeah, I don't even think that would more be selfishly just because like I want to, because it'd be so fun. But I don't even know if I would like be good in those characters, but it would just be awesome. For
real. So who are some artists that inspire you? Like either be actors or musicians. Actually, give me 3 actors, 3 musicians.
Okay, 3 actors, 3 musicians. I'd say definitely Chris Pratt, because he just like the fact that he kept his faith and like his godly, you know, character even after his hugely successful career and everything, like in all this fame, like that's just super admirable and inspiring. I'd say Hugh Jackman, because he has like, just as an actor, that guy is like, he has such a diverse, you know, I guess like repertoire of characters he's done, from like Wolverine to Valjean and like The Greatest Showman and things. And then I love Will Smith, definitely. Will Smith, because he's just had like the best career ever, and like just his story is amazing, like how he became an actor and everything. Yeah, he's still going strong. So and then musicians, probably I love Imagine Dragons. Their lyrics just like, oh my gosh, I love them because their songwriting style is just different. And then probably geez, that's tough. Yeah, I can't even think of, probably like Elvis, something, because he's like, you know, he's a great talent that would be amazing to even be compared to someday, you know. So
got it. Great choices. Like especially I'm surprised you said Will Smith, actually, because that's crazy, man.
Dude, he's awesome.
Yeah, bro. So do you want to pursue music in the future, or would it be like you do acting and then music on the side, or music or acting on the side, like, or just do both at the same time?
The goal, I think, would be do both at the same time. If I had to choose one, it would be music, but I would really love to be able to do both.
Okay. Here's kind of like a broad question. Why do you act?
You know, that's, geez. I think I started it because my siblings did it, and back when my older siblings were homeschooled, my mom did a homeschool group, and she was the director also. And so it's been such a big part of our family for a long time. I just like started doing it, and then I really, really liked it. And, you know, people were like, "Oh, you're pretty good at it." And I was like, "All right, I'll keep doing it, I guess."
Yeah. Where would you want to pursue acting? Whether it's like Hollywood making movies, or Broadway doing live shows and going on tour.
Honestly, whatever I can get, like
Yeah.
just do whatever. Like as long as I can do whatever I need to do to survive, I'll do. But I think it would be a lot of fun to do a little bit of both. I'd love to do a movie someday, but also being on Broadway would be a dream. So,
Yeah. Do you have a preference in any way, or is it just?
I think if I had to choose one, it would probably be movies because I think that's a little more stable. I think.
Yeah. Movies do kind of like stay forever. Like you can,
Yeah.
like Broadway, if you don't see it, you just can't see it, if that makes sense.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And like once a show closes, you never know if you're going to get another one.
So yeah. So now you moved to New York, and you're at King's College now. Congrats on that, by the way.
Thank you.
Huge praise for you, man. So excited for you. So what are 3 goals you have there?
I'd just get better at my craft, and like that's kind of my one main goal right now. I have a couple goals for the summer. I want to record a lot more covers and stuff. I don't really want to start putting out my own music yet until I have like an audience of some sort. And so I think that just like 3 goals would be somehow try to, just perform whenever I can, try to get an audience, do like record a couple covers or something, and then just get better.
Okay. What's the atmosphere like over there?
I'm not sure how it is now compared to how it is normally, with everything going on. I can definitely tell it's different. Right now I love it though. It's still busy. There are a lot of people, just going out there doing what they do and stuff. I've ran into, it's awesome. I love the atmosphere here because it's just work, everyone's doing something.
Have you have any upperclassmen talked to you yet, or is it just?
So I went to go visit King's a couple months ago, and so I got connected a little bit with some upperclassmen. And yeah, I've had a couple of people reach out to me and just like keep in touch, like, oh, congrats you got in, or whatever, like congrats you moved up and stuff like that. I don't have. Actually, it's funny you asked that. I'm going over later tonight to go play guitar with a buddy of mine. He actually graduated from King's already, and so that's kind of a cool connection. He lives in Brooklyn, right down the street. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
And so you've made it to King's. Obviously, we just talked about that. And what was that experience like? You just finding out like you made it.
Oh man, the entire like process of getting admitted and like applying and everything was super stressful because I never knew. Of course, this was my number one school, but I never knew if I would be able to go. It was kind of one of those things like, if not, then just whatever, I won't look back. But I ended up being able to come, which is a huge miracle. It was awesome. And yeah, I'm so thankful and feel really blessed to be able to come up here.
So what was your sophomore year playing?
My sophomore year in high school, like what was I doing? I played football my freshman year. I don't know if you knew that. And then I quit.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I quit football because that's when I really started getting into guitar. And like I had a lot of fun. The biggest thing was just the team was horrible. Like these were not friends. They were just like guys who were out there to show off, and like they weren't good people, And so I quit that, and I started. So with the free time, I was like, well, I might as well go back to acting. So I did that. And then I also played volleyball, which was a lot of fun. And it was a good team, had a lot of good brothers on there. So that was a lot of fun. And then I quit both, of course, when I went to Pacifica and just did acting. So,
yeah. So, was your mom working at Pacifica your sophomore year?
No, my mom actually, my mom had been working at my old school for 12 years, and all my older siblings and everyone graduated from that high school. And that was the plan for me, of course, until we found Pacifica, or until Pacifica found my mom. And then they ended up offering her a job and she accepted. And so we moved out.
Yeah. So what was your first musical or play like? What was that experience at Pacifica with all that?
At Pacifica, man, it was crazy. It was the first show. It was Macbeth, and it was just it was insane because the first time I'd stepped on Pacifica campus was, or first time, meeting anyone or anything was at the audition. And it was just not stressful. I wasn't even nerve-wracking. I was kind of anxious because I didn't know who these people were. All the people who were casting us, they were all like teachers that I didn't know. And so that was a little stressful, but it was fine. It was a great day and really great people.
How did you feel like you performed in Macbeth?
I hope I did a good job. I know I had a lot of fun. I know that that was just my favorite show, and that I, like, no matter what, I had a blast. But I hope I did a good job.
For real. So junior year, you did Into the Woods, correct?
Yeah, that was the musical, Into the Woods.
Okay. What was the play that year?
The play that year was Macbeth, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So, Into the Woods, I tell you, it looked like it was fun from all the pictures I've seen.
Yeah, it was blast.
Really? Okay. How'd you perform in that one? You felt?
I feel like I did okay. I definitely Solomon, the other prince, he was like, man, he was a huge help and support there. Someone that I really needed, because he was just, we were really close friends. He was amazing. And so he really helped me build more confidence, because in the beginning I wasn't self-conscious or anything. I just wasn't feeling that comfortable with it. And I feel like he really helped me with that, because he was kind of just there, always cracking jokes and making me have a good time. So it was really awesome getting to do that with him.
Dope, man. Senior year, we did Fiddler on the Roof, right?
Yeah.
That was a great experience.
It was a lot of fun.
Very much so.
It was awesome.
You did great.
Thank you.
It was funny. You sold it really well. And how do you feel personally about that one?
It was kind of the same thing with Into the Woods. It was a lot of fun. It was definitely different doing it and not having all the seniors like the year before. It was an entirely new cast, a lot of underclassmen. But after the first couple rehearsals and getting to know everybody, oh my gosh, it was a blast. It was so much fun, and especially to life. You definitely were a big help in there with me and getting.
Thank you.
And so that was awesome, and it was really fun getting to know you better and know everyone else better and doing it with them. And you killed it also. You broke both legs up there.
Appreciate it. Both legs. What was your favorite scene to film in that one? I just kind of wanted to talk about Fiddler,
Yeah, man, there were so many great ones. I think probably, probably the Hava Ballet, just because that was so much fun with all the lifts and stuff, and Sarah was a great dancer, and so that was a lot of fun. But during the actual show, I don't know, probably the scene with the cart where I gave John some cheese and then I stole it and gave it to Caden because we didn't have enough or whatever. Just the little mess ups, really, they were so funny.
It was really cool to just kind of put all that together, even though we didn't have a tech week. Or
exactly,
we were 2 weeks out for rehearsals, right? We had 2 weeks.
Yeah, we had 2 weeks left.
But I'm definitely proud of everybody though, because we really, it looked like a good show. It looked like a great show.
I thought so too. Yeah, I thought we ended up pulling it off and did great.
Yeah, for real. And what do you hope? Do you know what productions you're doing at King's yet this year?
No, actually, I don't even know if because with everything going on, of course, they don't really have a set in stone schedule. So no, I have no idea what productions they're doing, and I don't even know if I'll actually do one, because I don't know if I'll have enough time or whatever. I hope I get to, but I don't know now.
Yeah. And what would you say to a young high school freshman coming in right now, if you were to give them some advice?
I just say, dude, go for it. It doesn't matter what people think of you. Dude, in 4 years, you're probably not going to keep in touch with a lot of these people anyway. And the only thing holding you back is yourself, because I promise you that it doesn't matter what people say. So just go for it. That's advice I wish I had as a freshman, honestly.
Yeah. So I've come to notice you're making like guitar content on your YouTube channel, correct?
Yeah.
It's Sultan Titus on YouTube, right?
No, it's just Titus Ward on YouTube.
Titus Ward, y'all gotta hit him up,
Yeah.
y'all. Titus
Thank
Ward.
you.
Yes,
Thanks.
sir. So do you that's where you hope to have your music take off, correct?
Kind of, but more so just from whatever I'll be able to perform actually live in New York.
Yeah.
Like that would be, whether it's just like busking on the street or whatever, like, yeah.
Mhm.
But hey, if it's through YouTube, I'll take it, like whatever,
For real. And so you make great guitar videos. I do gotta say that. I'm watching
Thank you.
Really good.
Thanks.
And do you have a favorite guitar personally?
Right now, it'd probably be the one that I'm using now. It's an Epiphone SG, probably just because it's the only one I have in New York with me right now. But yeah, no, it's just a great guitar. It's been with me for a long time. It's that's the one I played Stairway to Heaven on, the first performance, first everything. So yeah, and it's a great guitar. So
yeah. What like does your brother give you like lots of advice? And
he's super helpful. He just he has like a phenomenal work ethic, and he'll just every time I'm feeling lazy or whatever, he'll just be like, dude, go out there and get some stuff done. And he always is there to like give me tips on like whether it's editing or like just different video things or stuff. Yeah, he's awesome.
Okay. And do you have to force yourself to make new YouTube videos, or is it just you like doing it?
I love playing. I love playing guitar. Like I never really have to force myself to play the guitar, but to make videos, I'd say sometimes yes, because sometimes it feels like a hassle to like airdrop them, boom, edit, blah 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 blah. And I'm not really good at editing yet, and so like I feel like that's sometimes it does feel like annoying, but like the principle of it, just playing guitar, like yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I bet, man. So how do you like, what's your like creative process within like not even YouTube, but just like delivering a character on stage?
I would say it definitely like I think of all the shows I've been to where I wish I could get my money back, and I noticed what's wrong with it, and I was like, okay, it's got to be interesting. You got to do this, this, and this. And the most important thing I'd say is just like, don't be lazy, because these people are like people who have paid 10 or 20 bucks to come watch you for 3 hours. Like, you better make every penny that they spent like worth it, And so it's just do your best in everything, memorize your lines really easily, make your character interesting and good, and just like never slack off, because like it's so easy to waste time and stuff. And I've wasted hours of rehearsal that I shouldn't have. But now that like I'm older and wiser a little bit, it's like, you gotta, just do your best.
Yeah. What's like, give me the top 3 things that you have to bring to a character in order for it to be like your best performance, if that makes sense?
I would say, yeah, that's a great question. I would definitely say intentionality, like make every entrance and exit intentional with a purpose. I would say range, like don't ever be monotone at all. Either yell or whisper, but like don't go in the middle. And then I would say probably just like I touched on it earlier, purposeful. Just make sure that like you not only are you intentional where you're going, but like you have a purpose and a reason for why you're doing it already.
Okay, yeah, that's wow. Okay, I'm gonna remember that. What's give me like your favorite genre of play or musical to perform?
As sad as it is, I would probably say tragedies.
Oh, okay.
Probably because they're more like, I just find them a lot more profound, and it seems to stick to people harder when it's a message that's like hard to watch or like meaningful, like for instance, Fiddler on the Roof, like such a great, powerful show, but it's so sad, like, and it has such such an awesome message. And so, yeah, I'd say tragedies.
And tragedy, just because that's that's just a better way to portray that than comedy, or is it easier or harder? How does that like factor in?
I'd say it's probably, I think that any character, any role you play can be like as hard as you make it, you know? So like it depends on how hard you work on it. Like if you take a character and you don't work very hard on it, it's not going to be hard to become that character. But if you like work as hard as you can on a character, it's going to be a complex character that not everyone can do. So I would say that like it doesn't really matter what genre it is, just as long as you like whatever you work harder in, it's going to be better.
Yeah, for real. And have you done any comedies yet?
I not at Pacifica, besides like Into the Woods, and yeah, but no, not at Pacifica because, but at my old school we did Midsummer Night's Dream, which is a Shakespeare comedy, and then we did because we did Les Mis also, and so I wasn't. That's not a comedy either.
So, do you prefer a drama that has comedic moments or a comedy that has elements of drama?
I'd say definitely a drama with comedic elements, because that's like something I love about just a lot of Shakespeare plays is it's so like there's so much happening and there's so much depth to it, and then every now you get comic relief which like makes it good. But I just find it's like if it's too much comedy, like it's just hard to take it seriously. And some comedies have powerful messages, but I think I prefer it portrayed in like a more dramatic sense.
Okay, I like that. So just like, give me what's next for you. What's next for Titus Ward, man?
Man, I don't know. Probably I hope a lot of hard work and just like good diligence and like a lot of time well spent. You know, especially during the summer of this time, like I don't want to waste any time. But of course, it's really easy to get distracted and stuff. So I hope I just am really focused and, you know, work really hard and get where I want to be.
Okay. Well, man, that's been it. I hope for all the best for you, and hope you keep winning, man.
Thank you. Thanks so much. It was great to see you. Thanks for having me.
Of course, man. Anytime. All right. Catch you later, bro. The Climb with Jaelin is hosted by Jaelin Morris-Orchen, produced by Mitch Bahnsen, and the music is done by Bowden Ford. For business inquiries, please contact us at theclimbwithj@gmail.com. That's theclimbwithjae@gmail.com. Thank you for listening.